We're starting over. We're starting everything over. From the beginning. I'm not mad. I didn't know how I was going to share my vagina with you guys. I didn't know how I was going to do it. So now we have 9 months to figure out how I'm going to share my with you. I don't know how I'm going to do it. We're going to figure it out. Who would have ever thought I'd be saying this? But let's go bathe together. Get your shower shit. We're going to bathe. Come on. Come. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome back to the next episode of the Faded series. Today we're finally getting into the shower. It is Sunday, which is our exfoliating day. We're going to do some shaving, body exfoliating for the very first day. I decided to use these 2 dark spots as our progress markers for the season to see how long it's going to take for us to remove our dark spots and hyperpigmentation on our knees and elbows. This is everything we're going to need for day 1. The Bioderma shower cleansing oil. You're going to need a 5-blade razor. I like using men's razors because they just get a closer shave. I find that I only have to use a few passes rather than doing multiple passes. The next item that we're going to need is our exfoliating gloves. These ones, I don't know if there's a size on them, but these are massive on me. It wasn't a good time using these. Our next product is our exfoliating body wash, which is the salicylic acid body wash from Naturium. For lotion, we have the Faded Milk Tone Lotion from Palmer's. We're also going to use for body oil, Palmer's as well, their cocoa butter body oil. So those are all the products we're going to need for day 1. These are my legs as of right now prior to shaving. As I told you guys before, I did laser a few years ago and my hair never really grew back. So this is 9 months worth of not shaving. Due to me having little to no hair, my shaving routine is really quick and simple. So I have to put on these big ass gloves that obviously I need to get new pairs, but we're going to struggle with them for now. This step is going to be done in the shower. You need to get your body wet. I like to use really hot water. You do not have to do that. Over time, you will not be able to do it anymore because your skin is going to hurt. We're going to use our oil cleansing body wash. While applying this to your body, you're going to use some pressure, not too much, but enough to soften up your skin and the hairs on your legs. I usually use 4 pumps for my entire body. And I'm just working that product into my skin, just scrubbing. I'm making sure that I'm scrubbing with more pressure my lower legs than my thighs because I don't really have hair on my thighs. It's more my lower legs of where we're going to be shaving. At this point, we're going to be rinsing our body with warm water because hot water is out of the question. You're going to feel like your skin is going to peel off if you use hot water. Shaving time. We're going to go back in with the oil body cleansing body wash. We're going to do a few pumps on your legs. It doesn't matter how many you do. I went a little overboard for this entire video with using products. Please forgive me. Think of this step as shaving cream or shaving gel. You just want it to be as like a protector barrier between your skin and the blade. You're not going to be rubbing it into your skin. I will do 1 to 2 passes just in case I miss in between each stroke of the blade, but I really technically only need to do 1 pass, but I do 2 sometimes. I can't remember who I got this trick from, but the key is to always have some type of slip, like an oil-based cleanser to shave and a 5-blade razor, and to always shave against your hair growth, going from the bottom to the top of your leg. And then I'll just massage whatever is left from the cleanser on my skin. And this is more of a therapeutic thing than anything. You don't have to do this step, but I like to do it. And then I'm going to rinse with warm water. We're going to put back on our big exfoliating gloves because we're moving on to the next step, which is using our exfoliating body wash. We're going to use the one from Naturium, the salicylic acid one. I usually do 2 to 3 pumps for my entire body. You are going to be using minimal pressure. Your skin is very soft already, and using too much pressure will cause friction, and friction causes more hyperpigmentation. And that is not what we want. We're trying to do the opposite. You're low-key hovering over your skin with the exfoliating gloves. And another neat trick that I learned from one of you guys is to leave the body wash on your skin for 5 minutes after you've done your shower routine, just so the product can do what it's actually supposed to do. You're not just rubbing it over your skin and making your money go down the drain. Now, after we've rinsed our body with warm water, this is what our legs look like. I feel like, to me, they're a little bit brighter than how they were when we first started. We're now going to use our lotion. We're going to be doing the Palmer's Milk Toner Lotion. This lotion is extremely thick. I like to apply lotion on damp skin so it allows me to have more slip and less friction while rubbing the lotion into my skin. And I always start from the top and work my way to the bottom. No specific reason, I just do that. I'm going to add my body oil. Typically, I like to mix the body oil with the lotion in my hand together, but for the purpose of this series, I'm going to separate each step. Some people don't want to use body oil, and that is okay. I do feel like body oil does play an essential role to keeping your skin hydrated throughout the day. That's why I still use it even in this series or in this routine. I notice that when my skin is dry, that's when my hyperpigmentation and dark marks are usually the worst. So why not use body oil? And that is it for day 1. This is what our skin looks like after the first day of completing our Faded series routine. Honestly, I'm feeling really good with everything we did on day 1. The only thing I can't stand is the exfoliating gloves. So I feel like I may switch them throughout the season, but for now, we're just going to hang on to them, I guess, unfortunately. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. I feel like we're going to hit our goal faster than we need to. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi, my sweet babies. Welcome to day 2 of our Faded series. This is Monday, our brightening day. I think this is technically the day most of you guys are looking forward to, the Kojic acid day. Product rundown for today. I'm just going to show both Kojic acids. This is a beginner friendly one. It does come in a box of 4. We're going to cut up all of the bars here and we're going to separate each bar into a bag. And we have Kojic Sand. This is for advanced. This is the one that I typically use now. I just find that it works a lot faster. This comes in a box of 2. I bought 2 boxes, so we have 4. You will need a Ziploc bag for storage. I like the one that have the zip thing at the top rather than you just squeezing them together to close. You're going to need a kitchen knife. If you are irresponsible with sharp objects, I highly suggest just keeping the bar as is and not cut it up. If you are a child under 18, just skip it and keep the bar as is. Thank you so much. I'm not sure what measurement this is, but I know each bar can be cut up into roughly 8 to 10 pieces, as I'm going to demonstrate here as well. So this one I was able to cut into 8 pieces, and I believe the previous one I cut into 9 pieces. Doing this storing method makes the soap last way longer than it would if you use the entire bar itself. So you basically have 9 to 10 little soap bars that you can use. I'm going to store this one bar that we cut up. We cut up 1 for each type of kojic acid. I'm going to store them together. We are going to use possibly, I don't think we will, but the entire bag for the entire season. And then I just cut up the rest and separated them into their own bags. And you're going to go and store that in a dark place. I store mine in my closet. Product breakdown for day 2. We're going to be using Kojic Sand, one of the little bars that we cut up. For our brightening body wash, we're going to be using Olay Vitamin C body wash. Our exfoliating gloves that we just love so much. We love them so much. The lotion that we're going to use is the glycolic acid lotion from Advanced Clinical. And the body oil that we're going to use is from Aveeno. I think it's called their Daily Mist body oil. Another quick mini body audit. This is what my elbows are looking like right now. They were significantly worse than this, but I'm okay with the state of them now because I know how to lighten them. This is our legs on day 2. I do have some mark indentations on my leg from my compression sock. First step for day 2 is dry cleansing with Kojic acid. Dry cleansing is you're not using any water to activate your cleanser. You're just going to use it directly onto your skin, so your face or your body. So in this case, we're just going to be adding water to the soap bar to create a paste. You don't want it to be runny. Now that we have our desired paste, we're going to rub it onto our concerned areas. Not only am I going to rub it on the concerned areas, I'm going to rub it on the areas around that as well, because I don't want there to be any harsh lines separating from where the kojic acid has been used versus skin around it. Now remember, our skin is dry. We did not add any water to our skin. We are dry cleansing. I'm adding the paste to my knees, my inner thighs, and I'm going to leave it on for 5 minutes. I think we did say 3 to 5 minutes. Time for body wash. We've rinsed off the kojic acid with warm water. We're going to use our Olay Brightening Vitamin C body wash, and we're going to use our exfoliating glove. Again, minimal pressure while using the exfoliating gloves, as we don't want to damage our skin barrier on our body due to over exfoliating. Also, never want to use exfoliating gloves on dry skin. Your skin must always be wet when using exfoliating gloves, and you should always have some type of slip like a body wash. And before rinsing off with warm water, we're going to let the body wash sit on our skin for 5 minutes. I'm going to do the exact same thing over again with my arms and elbows. Now that we're out of the shower, this is what our body is looking like. We're going to apply lotion to our damp skin. As stated before, the lotion that we're going to use today is from Advanced Clinical. It's the glycolic acid lotion. This lotion is stick to. I did use way more than I needed to. I was fighting for my life rubbing this into my skin. Final step for day 2 is our body oil. We're going to be using the Aveeno body oil. I'm going to do a few sprays. Out of all the body oils we're going to be using for this season, this one is my favorite. Not only does it smell good, it doesn't make you feel sticky when you have your clothes on. This is what our legs and knees are looking like after we've completed our entire shower routine for day 2. I'm going to do the exact same thing for my arms and elbows as well. When I was applying the body oil to my arms, I noticed that I had some type of irritation, these little bumps on my arms, and they were painful. The simple and easy fix is to use Mixun and Bean Essence. I use this thing for everything. So I'm going to do one pump on my arm. I'm going to rub it in. Tomorrow when I wake up, these blisters or bumps or whatever the hell they are will be gone. So that is it for our shower routine. These 2 days are repeated throughout the week. I just thought it would be best just to do the 2 days. The only thing that we're not going to be doing again is a shaving. We're going to do that 2 weeks from now. If you purchased all of the products from my shopping list like I did, you're going to be rotating and subbing out the products per step to your liking. This is the next day after applying the Bean Mixun Essence to my arm. The blisters are gone. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and share with someone who is looking to start their skincare journey for their body to get rid of their hyperpigmentation and dark marks. This season, again, we're doing legs, knees, elbows, and inner thighs. I did add that on there for you guys. If you guys started already, tell me if you have any concerns, if there's stuff that you want to add, you want to take out. I did attempt to go live on TikTok on the last 2 Fridays, but I wasn't allowed to go live to do our shower routine due to their guidelines. If there's another streaming platform that you guys know of that we can do our shower routine together, please let me know down below. I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.